Sorry guys, had an issue earlier regarding technical issues and have to come back. So Brighton have scored a goal. We'll try to remove the score over here. And right now, Brighton have scored a goal. It's 33 minutes and Brighton have still keeping the hold of the ball. Eric Ten Hag looking concerned. And Leicester City have also scored a goal. They have taken the lead, and it seems that it is. Eric Ten Hag really angry coming down from his bench and giving his remarks to the players on the pitch. And right now, it's United who are trying to chase the ball. So far, it has been Brighton who are keeping more of the possession. And you can see that United are just chasing around. Nobody from United are trying to hold of the ball. Scott McTominay with the ball passes it towards Bruno. Bruno loses the ball away, and there's a foul by Scott McTominay. And Brighton win a free kick, and he brings down Welbeck. That is the issue with United, that they don't have good quality players who can try to keep hold of the ball and do something, but it's really not helping out United at this moment. Bruno loses the ball. And another chance comes in for Brighton. Cross comes in, and Welbeck takes a shot, goes off wide. United with another scare over there. United need to be careful. So right now, Harry Maguire passing it ball to Sancho. Sancho gives it to Fred. Fred to Luke Shaw. Comes forward and Brighton scored another goal, guys. United have conceded back again, and Brighton have scored another goal. It's 2 goals to Brighton, and United have conceded 2 goals. Eric Ten Hag looking pretty concerned, and the Old Trafford crowd has gone quiet. It's not looking good for United, and it seems that United have been caught really badly over here, and it was Welbeck who makes that beautiful move, and then we had Trossard who gives it to Lallana, and then comes to Gross. He takes a shot with his left foot, and on the rebound it's been scored. It was Mark who took the shot first with his left foot, and then it was scored on the rebound. United really caught over there. Uh, David De Gea made a ball stop, and Fred wasn't covering his man, and United have conceded another one. Eric Ten Hag is looking quite concerned at this moment. It's not looking happy at all. And Graham Potter, Brighton has scored 2 goals against United. You can see Eric Ten Hag really concerned. Cristiano Ronaldo warming up. Things are not looking good at this moment. Looking pretty bad at this moment right now, guys. Diego Dallo trying to find Bruno, but Bruno isn't able to keep hold of the ball. And a long ball coming in again is being chased by Welbeck. Welbeck keeps the ball and still keeping all the ball, but Welbeck has been given a foul for throwing over Maguire. And Welbeck says that it was a 50-50 challenge. Eric Ten Hag not happy over there. You can see from his face, not happy at all with his team performance. You can see from his eyes, United are so poor at this moment that he really has to get something in the transfer market. It's good that Glazer is here, and you can see what's happening. Maybe they will have to pay that extra bit of money to get Frankie de Jong. They will have to get one more player in the midfield. Scott McTominay and Fred are not the answers for this team. Lisandro Martinez with the ball. Harry Maguire holding his leg, not feeling well, I think. He's still holding his knee, and I think it was to do with the fall that he had with Welbeck. Right now, Fred passes it forward towards Luke Shaw, but the ball goes out. Things are not looking good at this moment, guys. Things are not looking good. Erik Ten Hag is not happy. He is not happy at all. You can see the concern on his face. Things are not looking good at this moment. And right now, it's to do with Cristiano Ronaldo, who's getting ready. So let's see what happens over here. Harry Maguire putting it forward. And right now, it's more looking as if United have to find something. Even Cristiano Ronaldo comes in, they will have to find truly something over here. It's not looking good for United at all costs because Brighton have been totally all over United. Erik Ten Hag will have to change something. Maybe perhaps Rashford and Sancho position is not working well at this moment. You can see that they do tend to get into lots of crowd. Maybe they'll have to switch their positions in terms of to Eriksen because they're way too close to him and they're not tugging the wide line. It's Luke Shaw and Diego Dalot. So they tend to come in. They need to go back onto the wide position. Right now, Rashford is in the center. And you can see that Jadon Sancho is playing as a second striker. Right now, Bruno has a ball. Looking for a cross. Rashford gets it down. And it's Welbeck who puts the ball long. Still, it's with Scott McTominay. Gives it to Dalot on the right. Diego Dalot with the cross, whips it in, and chance for Scott McTominay, but that was Eriksen, and it goes begging. Brighton again with another clearance. Right now, Manchester United need to get more of this possession. It's just a few minutes remaining before the halftime. They need to get a goal, and at least to have something before they can come out back again. Jadon Sancho with the ball, puts in a cross. Luke Shaw with the cross, and the goalkeeper collects it. That was a good piece of play between Luke Shaw and Eriksen with a chance earlier, and he should have done it much better, but he wasn't able to do so. I think he was trying to find Rashford behind him, uh, but nothing happened over there, guys. So right now we can see the difference between both of the teams. It looks like as if Brighton needs more, they want more, rather than Manchester United. There's a huge difference between the players' attitude. Right now, Scott McTominay and Fred passes are all over the place. I haven't seen any of their pass finding the right man, and they just tend to pass it in the space rather than to the person. And it's not helping the cause because Brighton, they are very good in terms of intercepting and they tend to take the possession away and then they are on the counter. Right now, you can see that Rashford has switched his position. He has come onto the right wing, and Jadon Sancho has switched to the left wing. And Fred is trying to hold of the ball, but isn't able to do so. It's been brought down by the Brighton player. Harry Maguire comes in and helps out his midfield. Gives it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Bruno. Bruno tries to control it, but isn't able to do so. Comes to Lisandro Martinez and still keeping hold of the ball, but he loses it. And Brighton has been really good in those 50-50 challenges. Lisandro Martinez earns a yellow card over there. Only 1 minute remaining, guys, right now, and then we will see what will Erik Ten Hag do in the halftime team talk. I think he's going to be pretty angry. Uh, I think Fred should have done better in the second goal. He wasn't covering his man, and on the rebound, Brighton did score the goal. So I think Erik Ten Hag is not going to have a good team talk with Fred. I think Fred should have done better over there in terms of defensive duties, but right now, almost 20 seconds remaining, and Erik Ten Hag is speaking to his coaches and is not happy at all. He's really, really, really angry. You can see it on his face, and I can understand that once they go inside that dressing room, it's going to be fireworks. And pretty much when the team comes out, we will have Cristiano Ronaldo because he was warming up, and I think there is going to be a change. But who will come out, we'll see. And it's halftime right now, guys. It's halftime, and there you go, guys. The news coming in that apparently United are interested in Arnautovic. Take it as you will. So, Brighton 2, Manchester United nil, and Leicester City also scored the goal. And it was Gross who scored the first goal against United, and it was a pretty bad goal. I think the defense was caught sleeping alongside David De Gea, and it's really not nice to see that your defense is not playing up to the standard as they should. Guys, please keep on giving your votes. Please subscribe to the channel. We are trying to grow this platform, and so we are having a mix of votes. Will Eric Ten Hag make Manchester United successful? 60% of you guys have said yes. 40% of you guys have said no. So that's a quite polarization over there. Thought maybe it would have been tilting the other way, but that's quite surprising. And please, guys, there's another channel of mine. It's called Manchester United Verse. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. If you can please subscribe to Manchester United Verse, it would be really lovely. And guys, if you can please subscribe to Manchester United Verse as well. I've put the link out over there. Please give in your votes as well, and please subscribe to Football Gupshup. We are into halftime right now at this moment, so please do subscribe. And Leicester City are winning 1-0 from Brentford. So they're showing the goal scored by Castagne on the header from James Maddison assist. So if you guys can please give in your votes, there's a poll running right now. Will Eric Ten Hag make Manchester United successful? Please do give in your votes. We are trying to find out what you guys think. Do you guys think will Eric Ten Hag make United successful or not? If you think he's not going to be able to, press no. If you think he will, press yes as well. Guys, please give in your votes in the poll. And guys, if you're United fans, please do subscribe to Manchester United Verse. I'm looking for your support. If you guys can please subscribe to Manchester United Verse, there's a link in the chat box over there. So you can press that link, go to the channel, and please support by subscribing. It's only for United fans. And if you can, please do subscribe and let your other United friends know as well. So right now we can see that 17 votes have been given and 59% of you guys think he can make it successful, whereas 41% of you guys are saying that he won't be able to. So we are getting more votes right now, and we can see that there is a shift. I think it's heading towards more towards yes, but we need to see a big difference. Even this 10% will be a little bit shorter. So I would want to see that you guys do give in your votes and let me know what your opinion is. So guys, I'll be just taking a little bit short break and we'll be coming back in a sec before the second half starts. If you can give me 2 more minutes, and I'll be coming back in a short while. Just stay here and I'll be back in 2 minutes. And guys, we are back. The second half has started. And Cristiano Ronaldo still warming up. So right now, it's United who have conceded 2 goals to Brighton. So let's see what happens right now. What will Erik ten Hag has said to the players? What will happen? Will we see any difference? So it still has to be seen. And right now, United have the ball. Luke Shaw passing it to Rashford. On the left, gives it to Bruno Fernandes, gives it to Shaw. Shaw looking for a cross. He finds it, but there is an interception by the Brighton's player. Comes to Lisandro Martinez. There's a deflection, comes to Rashford. Rashford passes it to the center towards Fred. Fred looking for an option, gives it to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno finds Luke Shaw on the left. There's a chance. Again, there's a header by Brighton player. Fred puts it down. Played away by Brighton. Maguire at the back. Gets the ball. Passes it forward towards Scott McTominay. Gives it back to Maguire. Gives it to Scott McTominay. Right now, Brighton have the ball. An interception by Scott McTominay comes to Lisandro Martinez. Diego Dalot tries to win the ball back, but Welbeck gets to it. Welbeck keeping ball, looking for an option, gives to Trossard. Chance comes in, Welbeck with a header. And another chance comes begging for Brighton. David De Gea really lucky over there, otherwise it was just his near post. And that was a brilliant piece of play by Brighton. United, once again, there's a lapse in defense. And United need to be careful over here. So, guys, keep on giving your votes. We are trying to find out what you guys think. Will Erik ten Hag make United successful? So far, there is a big difference right now, as it wasn't earlier. Right now, 73% in relation to 27%. Eriksen with a cross. Chance for Rashford. Make it. And he misses it. So, that was a brilliant ball by Eriksen. That shows his quality, what he's able to do. He finds Rashford on the far left, and Rashford had to be quick over there, and that was a brilliant ball by Eriksen. Chance missed by Rashford. So 49 minutes have gone. Manchester ain't going anywhere. Well, let's see what happens. I think that Aaron, you have to be really patient enough. You know, you don't get back to the top as easy as you think. Rashford gets the ball. That's a brilliant ball again. Rashford should take a chance over here. Comes to Bruno. Bruno with a chance. And that was a brilliant ball. And is that a handball? Is that a handball? United players are sure that it's a handball, but referee gives nothing over there. Eriksen still saying that it's a handball, but right now United have the ball. Bruno to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has space over here. Puts the cross in. And comes to Bruno. Bruno outside the box. Tries to find Sancho on the far right, but isn't able to do so. And Bruno is still asking the ref, was it a handball? There's a replay check right now. And it hits the arm of Lallana. Cristiano Ronaldo is about to come on. And he's taking his bib off. getting his shoes. So there you go, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo is coming back. Manchester ain't going anywhere. You have to be optimistic a little bit because it's not easy to get back on top. I know that Sir Alex Ferguson days. Uh, you can still remember like as if they were yesterday, but you have to really grind your way through, and hopefully you will get there one day. And remember that all days don't last, and specifically the bad days. I think United, based on what we're seeing right now, I wouldn't put them more than sixth position. But if they get two or three good players, then I would say they can get into the top four. Now, what those players are, that's another debate. But if they get those three or four players more, they can get back in the top four. Now, the question here is, will the owners back Eric Ten Hag in this transfer market? So far, the evidence we have seen is so low that I don't think so they'll be willing to back up Eric Ten Hag. So that's the case over there. That is why there are protests all over the place, and I think that's the right thing to do. I think even these fans who are sitting in the stadium, they should be in all complete. They should be in agreement with all of the fans that we will not come to the matches. We will not watch any match until and unless Glazers are willing to sell the club. And I think that should be the one and only resolution with United fans. And until and unless you don't come on to that, Glazers are not going to sell this club, and they're going to keep bleeding this club to the ground. I don't see any progression happening under these owners. And, even there's a debate that what if the new owners are worse than Glazers? I don't care about how those new owners will be as long as we get rid of these owners, because once they come in, they will be under the pressure. And Glazers, they seem to be having none of it. They don't care. They still keep taking the money out. And there's a big fight going on between Maguire and Trossard. So I think Cristiano Ronaldo has come in place of Fred. So there will be some change in the formation. Fred didn't had a good game today, and he was the culprit for the second goal. So let's see what can Cristiano do right now. Big pressure on him, and let's see what can he do for United. Eriksen almost playing as a defensive midfielder. That's quite strange. And Diego Dalot passing it to Sancho. Sancho looking for a cross, finding Cristiano, but isn't able to do so. Intercepted by Brighton. And you can see Brighton. There's a foul by Maguire on the player. Maguire not happy. He's really angry over here. You can see that he is not happy with Trossard earlier because there was a tiff between both of them. Eric Ten Hag shouting instructions regarding formations. So this one is going to be 4-1-4-1. He's giving his hand signals. It's going to be 4-1-4-1. And Welbeck trying to take the ball away from Lisandro Martinez. But Lisandro Martinez wins that one-on-one with Welbeck. Luke Shaw tries to loop it, but Brighton intercept and the ball goes out for a throw-in. And I think Welbeck was looking for it. I don't think so there's anything in it. To be honest, I don't see the passion to win, that aggressiveness in play, that spark misses in players. Hope they can fix it. Your view? I think the key here is that Zidane. No. Let me go with something over here. Now there are two things that we need to understand over here. Now on the field, if you look at your present squad, if I will ask you a question saying that, can you name me any player who can hold the ball for a good period of at least 45 seconds? I bet you can say that, we have so many good quality players, they can hold the ball for 45 seconds. But holding the ball in a real life game, in that pressure, in that Premier League game, in that Champions League game, in that Europa League game, we haven't got that kind of player in the center. We haven't got that player in defensive position. We haven't got that player in even in attacking position. We haven't got good technical players. Now that responsibility comes to the recruitment. The player recruitment is absolutely crap for Manchester United. We have no idea what our scouting system is doing for all these years. What are they getting paid for? So for me, the first thing that they need to rectify is that department. They need to rectify that player recruitment department. Don't know what kind of scouts do we have. We have really, 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 so it's like one of those things that a Premier League team such as Manchester United haven't got a good quality recruitment staff in the club. And as long as you don't address those kind of issues, you will have these kind of problems. We haven't got a world class defensive midfielder even after Michael Carrick has left the club as a coach. Forget as a player. He left as a coach, and so far we haven't got a world class defensive midfielder. Chumini, he left for Real Madrid. We should have gotten that player years ago. We should have got Kamavinga years ago. It's one of those things that it makes you frustrated that how come the other clubs they get those kind of players and we don't? Because the difference is that the other clubs are speaking to the players and their families from a long time rather than Manchester United, who just at the end wake up and say that we want this player. So for me, I think it has to do with player recruitment. Right now, Eric Ten Hag, his philosophy regarding that thing he has said about Frankie de Jong, and I agree with him. That's what he has to say. He says that if it's a right player, what do you mean by right player? Right player means that if you think that this player is right for your philosophy, then you should go and just get that player. And if there is no other player who fits that philosophy, you shouldn't go and get that player. And I agree with him. If we are not able to get Frankie de Jong, you should think that is there any player who can be as similar to Frankie de Jong? And if your answer is no, then you don't go and get that other player. What you need to do is you need to find another way of formation. You need to find another way of play. And then once you get that Frankie de Jong kind of player, then you put that system into play. Now, Eric Ten Hag, he understands this deep, deep understanding of football. Now, the club, other team behind the scenes team, they don't understand these kind of things. They just want to buy a player just to keep fans happy. That's how it doesn't work. If you want to get Frankie de Jong, you go and pay out whatever you need to pay. Even if it's that paying those deferred wages, you don't care because as long as it makes your team better. But if Frankie de Jong doesn't want to come to Manchester United, then that's something Eric Ten Hag needs to address. That there's a player, he's not interested in you. So far, Eric Ten Hag hasn't said anything like that. So that means Frankie de Jong does wants to come to Manchester United. It's just that United wouldn't want to pay that much. And I'll be absolutely happy if Chelsea go out and get him because then the fans can really get on to the back of Glazers that how come we were interested in a player for 2 months and you didn't get it. And this is what I want from the club. Exactly. Look at Barcelona. They were in deep waters. They were in jail. They were like, I think they were in North Korea position. They have nothing to eat over there. And they still got Rafinha. They got Jules Conde. It's unbelievable how they did this transfer window. I was just hearing this interview on Athletic with Leeds United owner, and he was asked this question: How come Barcelona got Rafinha? And you need to see that interview. It's beyond shocking that what has come out in that interview. He goes on to say that even I have no idea that how come they got that money. He goes on to say after the 2nd of September, if they're not able to pay, we can go to the courts that they need to pay us. So that means Barcelona made sure that they had the money, and that is why they went after Lewandowski. They went for Rafinha and Jules Conde. And United have a chance. Rashford with a chance. And Brighton goalkeeper stops it. That was the best chance for United. And unbelievable. Rashford misses it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Rashford misses it. That was a sitter. Oh, it's an offside. It's an offside. Was it? Yeah, it's an offside. It's an offside. Cristiano Ronaldo beats the offside trap, but Rashford was offside. But still, Rashford should have been clean on that chance. And he isn't able to get the ball away. And Sanchez gets his hand on the ball. And that was a brilliant shot stop. Rashford should have done better over there. But he isn't able to do so. No, I think I'm just afraid that Chelsea might steal Frankie de Jong because I'm just, that if United aren't able to get Frankie de Jong and Chelsea do, that's it for me. I'll lose my cool over it. I'm going to lose my cool over it because you know what? You're after a player for 3 months and you don't get him. Leicester City have scored 2 goals. Brentford have got a goal back, and it's Leicester City 2, Brentford 1. So there you go, guys. And I'll have to update over here. Hello, Dayan. Thank you very much for tuning in. So let's see what happens with Frankie de Jong. And hello, Dayan. Thank you very much for tuning in. And hopefully everything is fine on your end. So with regards to Frankie de Jong, if he doesn't come to United and he goes to Chelsea, then it's going to be a pretty bad thing for United fans because you're after a player for 3 months and you're still able to get it. So let's see. Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you very much. And do subscribe to Manchester United Verse. I'll put the link in the chat box over there. Please do subscribe because all United content I tend to do on that channel. And this is like for general. And you can, if you want more United, you can subscribe to that channel as well. So there you go, David De Gea with the ball. An hour into the match, and United still chasing Brighton. Never imagined to say these kind of words, but it is what it is. Right now, Brighton toying with United with those passes, and United chasing the ball. It's not looking good at this moment. Thank you, Diane. And right now, Brighton keeping possession of the ball. And right now, Brighton have the ball, pushing the ball forward. Weltman pushing the ball back. Comes to Sanchez. And trying to find someone. Graham Potter giving instructions again to his players. United with a throw in. And comes to Sancho. Sancho to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Rashford on the left. Rashford finding Sancho. And Sancho finding Scott McTominay. Comes to Cristiano. Cristiano outside of the box. Still with the ball. Gives it to Bruno. Bruno passing it to McTominay. Gives to Cristiano. Comes to Dalot. That was a bad low pass by Dalot, and Brighton get away with the ball. Harry Maguire collects it. Comes to Eriksen. Eriksen gives it to Bruno. Bruno with the cross. Chance for Rashford. And another chance goes missing. That was on the plate. Rashford should have done better over there. He had no one to cover him, and he should have really scored there. Erik Ten Hag coming down onto the sideline again. That was the best chance of the match. He should have scored that goal. That was a pretty bad miss. And Rashford not helping the cause over there. Like 65 minutes have gone. So let's see what happens. Right now, a goal kick taken. And Sanchez again pushing the ball forward. Right now, Dalot running with the ball. Comes to Sancho. Sancho running with the ball. Dalot to Eriksen. Eriksen with a shot. And Cristiano Ronaldo almost on the rebound, but Weltman was there to clear it away. And Sanchez almost conceding the goal over there. So United have scored a goal. They have got goal back. It's Diego Dalot, but Sanchez is not happy over there. And United have scored a goal, guys. Sanchez is not happy. He thinks that he was blocked, but the goal stands. And it hits Dalot's head. And it's a goal. The ball goes inside. Is it an own goal? It looks like as it's an own goal. But still the goal is not given. They're checking the goal right now. They're looking on the replay. I think the goal does stand. And the goal it is. They have given it a goal. It's McAllister who scored an own goal over there. And United have got back into this game. United won Brighton 2. So they're checking the goal for possible handball. So we'll see what happens over here. They are checking on the VAR. So let's see what happens. Will the goal be given? Eric Ten Hag giving instructions to Bruno on the sideline. And you can see the goal has given. United have got a goal back. So there you go, guys. United have finally scored a goal. McAllister scoring an own goal. So the play has restarted. Eriksen with the ball. United win a corner kick. It's Luke Shaw who's about to take that corner kick. So let's see what happens. Cristiano Ronaldo asking the fans to make some noise. Luke Shaw with the corner kick comes in. Harry Maguire heads it. Puts away by Welbeck. Luke Shaw gives it to Sancho. Sancho giving it to Eriksen. Eriksen giving it to Lisandro Martinez. Trying to find Sancho on the right. Sancho with the ball. And wins another corner kick. So we have still got 19 minutes. And Harry Maguire inside the box. Corner kick comes in. Maguire being held by Lallana. Comes to Bruno, Ericsson, Lisandro Martinez. Comes to Luke Shaw. To Ericsson. Comes to Bruno. Diego Dalot with a cross. Maguire just behind. And Brighton are able to get away with the ball. Put it long. And again, United keeping hold of the possession. Brilliant 1-2 again. Harry Maguire keeping the ball. Passing it to Lisandro Martinez. Giving it to Bruno. Bruno to Ericsson. Ericsson to Diego Dalot. Dalot on the ball. Tries to put the shot. And Sanchez fumbles the ball, but the Brighton defense cleared the ball, and United still keeping the ball. You can see the atmosphere in the stadium is amping up, and right now Harry Maguire passing the ball forward, comes again inside the box, cleared away by Brighton. That was a bad cross by Bruno. Ericsson trying to pass the ball to Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw fouls Welbeck and earns the yellow card, and Brighton win a free kick. Long ball comes in. Brighton trying to keep hold of the possession. Cristiano trying to win the ball by pressing high. Right now, Maguire pushes the ball forward, and you can see United running with the ball. There's a chance. Brighton clear the ball away. United win a throw in. You can see United amping up the pressure, and Brighton will have to be quite careful over here. Dunk march, really making sure that United do not get to the end of the ball. There's going to be substitution. You can see Lamptey coming up, and Lamptey running ahead. Donny van de Beek coming up. He's getting ready. Right now, Lisandro Martinez on the ball. Looking for option ahead. Another chance comes in for Sancho to do something here. He isn't able to do so. Lisandro Martinez on the ball. Takes a shot and goes over the bar. Lisandro Martinez attempting a shot outside. Donny van de Beek getting instructions from Erik ten Hag. Right now, Brighton keeping hold of the possession. You can see that United are being careful that they don't want to concede another goal. Otherwise, it will be game over. And United are trying to stay in shape. A brilliant interception by Dalot. The ball goes out for a Brighton throw-in. And Donny van de Beek about to come on. And he's going to come in place of Scott McTominay. So Scott McTominay going at the back and coming up front. I think he's going to play right ahead of Ericsson. Ericsson is being deployed as a defensive midfielder, whereas Donny van de Beek is playing towards the right of him, and Bruno Fernandes and Donny van de Beek are playing ahead of Ericsson. Brighton have got the ball with them. It's going to be their throw-in. Ericsson pushing the ball forward. And Bruno Fernandes is on the floor. Bruno Fernandes getting up on his feet. Right now, Sancho on the ball, pushing ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo. You can see the concerns on United fans. 10 minutes remaining, and otherwise, it's going to be the first loss of the season. Eric Ten Hag looking quite concerned. Chance for Brighton, but put away by Lisandro. And right now, you can see that United are being really, really careful because they don't want to concede over here and be in hot waters. Because if Brighton do score a goal, then it's game over for United. And United need just a chance to get back into this game. They just need a chance to equalize. And I think they're playing for that. They are not going for the win. Right now, they're just being careful. They don't want to concede. And you can see that players are being cautious in terms of taking the risk. Now, right now, it's all about Lamptey making that threat for Brighton on that wing. He's almost playing as a winger rather than a right back. And you can see that Lisandro Martinez finding Luke Shaw. And Brighton have the ball with them. Welbeck again. And a chance for Brighton, almost scoring their third goal. And this time it's McAllister who takes the shot. And David De Gea should have been fine. But still, there was a threat. That was a brilliant shot by McAllister, but David De Gea for 1 second almost thought that it was going in. And right now, Maguire on the ball, passing it to Dalot. Dalot to Sancho to Eriksen to Cristiano. Eriksen finding it's a chance right now. And Sancho really should have done better over there, but isn't able to do so. Brilliant 1-on-1. Bruno Fernandes again trying to put it in front of Sancho, but Sancho isn't able to read it. Sancho should have done better over there, but isn't able to do so. So we are entering into the last 6 minutes right now, guys. Let's see what happens. David De Gea finding Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez looking ahead and puts it across towards Dalot and Sancho. Sancho again loses the ball. And Welbeck has the ball with him. He's looking for option. Gives it to Lamte on the right wing. Lamte inside the box. And loses the ball to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes being brought down, wins the free kick. And Lamte has been penalized over there. Now Sancho, I think he should be taken off because he's tired. Can't see him doing anything right now. Brentford have equalized, guys. Brentford have equalized. And Leicester City have conceded. That was a brilliant shot. Leicester City couldn't do anything over there. The goalkeeper stands in his position. And Brentford have equalized. So Leicester City 2, Brentford 2. Chance for United. Maguire with the ball. Comes towards Sancho again on the right flank. Goes for a cross. Stopped by Sanchez looking for Cristiano, but Sanchez was equal to the challenge. Puts the ball long. Right now, David De Gea comes out of his box. Danny Welbeck chasing. Lisandro Martinez gets to the ball earlier. Eriksen has the ball with him. Pushes it forward towards Bruno. Bruno puts it long. Headed away by Donny van de Beek towards Sancho. Sancho inside the box. Puts across. Cristiano with a shot. Wins the corner kick. And Manchester United have another corner kick. Let's see what can they do with this one. So we are entering into the last minutes of this game. And the long ball comes in. Lisandro Martinez with a shot. And United players are saying it was a handball. Referees having none of it. Dunk with an important block. And Sanchez collecting to the ball, and I think that was a handball. I think that was a handball by Weltman. I think that was a handball. Was it a handball? It was a handball. It was a handball. But the referee hasn't given anything. It was too quick, but it was a handball. It did hit his hand. And don't know what the interpretation of that action is, but according to the law, I think his hand was in the way, but it's not that he put his hand forward, but his hand did come in the direction of the ball being hit. So isn't that a handball? Now comes to Rashford. Luke Shaw gets the ball. Sancho on the left. Puts a cross in towards Rashford. Rashford again trying to win the header. Comes to Luke Shaw. Bruno tries to take the ball away but isn't able to do so. A long ball being put in towards Welbeck, but Lisandro Martinez wins the ball, passes it back to De Gea, gives it to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire running with the ball right now forward, giving it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw passing it to Eriksen. Eriksen giving it back to David De Gea. Comes to Maguire, gives it to Eriksen. Eriksen almost playing as a centre back over here, trying to ping those passes long, giving it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Lisandro Martinez. And Cristiano Ronaldo now coming in deep. Eriksen comes and receives it. Eriksen pushes it long. And Donny van de Beek tries to win the ball, but Brighton are so good that they win the ball back. And right now they have the ball, trying to make the run towards United's goal. Comes to Bruno. Bruno towards Maguire. Maguire doesn't have any option in front of him. Donny van de Beek makes himself available, but Brighton win the ball anyway. Donny van de Beek not happy with his teammates. So right now it's looking as so right now three substitutions about to come on, and you can see Elanga, Garnacho, and there's another player at the back. It looks like as if it's Malacia. Sancho coming off, and it's gonna be Luke Shaw who's also coming off. Elanga coming on. Bruno Fernandes as well coming off. So United making three substitutions at the same time, and you can see it's three young players, Malacia, Elanga, as well as Garnacho. So three young players coming onto the pitch, and Malacia getting his debut. So Eric Ten Hag putting his faith in the youth, in the young players, and Brighton making another substitution, and perhaps there'll be some sort of stoppage time because of these substitutions taking place. United almost out of time, so they will record their first loss of the season. Eric Ten Hag starting his Old Trafford era with a loss. It's gonna be lots of talks ongoing. Why is it the case? Guys, right after this watch along, we'll be back with West Ham United and Manchester City. Would want to see how do how do Erling Haaland does in his first game for City in the Premier League, and that'll be at 4:30 kickoff. Lamptey being brought down. 5 minutes given for the stoppage time. Lamptey doing much good over there, trying to get away from Malacia. So right now Brighton have Another chance for Brighton. They're gonna waste some time. Lamptey on the out, trying to waste some time right there. And you can see what Brighton are trying to do. And it's gonna be a goal kick. 3 more minutes remaining, guys. 3 more minutes before everything is over. You can see Richard Arnold sitting over there alongside Glazer, and United recording their first loss under Erik ten Hag. It's not looking good. And let me see how the poll is looking right now. 38 votes, 63% yes, 37% no, and it's not looking good at this moment. So, guys, please do give in your votes. We want to find out what you guys think. So far, 63% of you have said yes, 37% of you guys have said no. Can United get an equalizer in this last dying 2 minutes? If they do get it, so it will be really good for Erik ten Hag. But if they're unable to do so, I think United will be all over the newspapers tomorrow. The way things are looking. So right now, only 1.5 minutes remaining. Brighton wasting some time over there. And another goal kick. I think David De Gea has to put this long. He has to put this long because there's no time remaining. And he does it so. Lisandro Martinez putting it long towards Rashford. But there's an offside. And 40 seconds remaining, guys. Erik ten Hag starting his United era with the defeat. You can see the scoreboard. The Manchester United 1, Brighton, Hove and Albion 2. Welbeck is about to be taken out. He really played good today. And it's Undav who comes in place of him. So Danny Welbeck is substituted. Sanchez takes the long goal kick. And Lisandro Martinez being brought down. Let's see what can United do over here. United going to go long. Lisandro Martinez does that. And it comes to Elanga. Elanga puts it long again towards the left flank. And Garnacho heads it in. Put out. United win a throw in. So a few seconds remaining. And it's full time, guys. It's all over. Brighton have won against United. Erik ten Hag starts his time at United with a loss. And Erik ten Hag has his first defeat as a United manager. All cameras on Cristiano as well as Erik ten Hag. It's quite obvious that United need a lot more. They need lots of good additions. Will Cristiano Ronaldo stay after this? Don't think so. I don't think so. He wanted to stay anyway. And it's Gross who has scored both of the goals. McAllister with an own goal. He gets a round of applause by his fans. Erik ten Hag. You can see Joel Glazer leaving. And Cristiano Ronaldo. And Gross is being congratulated by his teammates. Sanchez also one of the heroes of the game, saves lots of shots from United. And one can say that United really need to get back into the transfer market. They need at least good two midfielders. They need at least two attackers. They need, and when I'm talking about midfielders, they need like world class midfielders. They need somebody who are really superior in technical terms, who can hold the ball, who can keep the possession, who can at least manage to keep United in dictation. Because when you see United, when you see Fred and Scott McTominay, you don't tend to find anything positive. It's more about that United are always chasing, they're always running, they're always huffing and puffing. It's just that you're seeing a team that is not up to the level of the opposition. Like, look at Brighton. Brighton do not have world class players. They do not have any player which you would say is a real top player. But when they play as a team, when they play as a unit, they look more hungrier, they look more aggressive, they look more and more with conviction. They know that what they want to do, they do that by expressing themselves in that manner. Whereas United, there is no such thing. And what you see is just depletion in terms of performance, in terms of attitude, in terms of quality. And Graham Potter over there just celebrating with his fans, fist in the air, and you can see that he's happy with this result. United, it's really, really, really bad. Don't know what will be the next course of action by the club, by the board. It's all over at Leicester City and Brentford. And don't know what to say in regards to United. I think United, it's still there is time in the transfer market. The transfer window is still open, and United need to really get back into the market and think of what can they do. If they want to get Frankie De Jong, then you should go and get Frankie De Jong. Is There is no point in wasting more of your time, because if Frankie De Jong doesn't want to come to Manchester United, you should have a word with Eric Ten Hag and say, you know what, maybe he doesn't want to come, and you should move on to the next target, because we cannot hold on for that longer. Because it's what, 3 months already. You cannot waste 3 months and still not get your player. Imagine if Chelsea go and get Frankie De Jong. How will that look? And it's not looking good at this moment the way United are. So it's full time, guys, and Brighton have won against Manchester United, whereas Leicester City 2, Brentford 2, and it's all over. I'll be back for that West Ham and Manchester City watch along. So please do tune in for that one. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel, press that like button as well. And if any of you are United fans, I'm just going to close that poll as well. Let's have a look at that poll. 38 votes given. 63% of you guys said yes, whereas 37% of you guys said no in regards to Eric Ten Hag being the right man for Manchester United. Can he make United successful? And that is the result that you guys have voted in. So let's see. The season is long, and let's see how does he do in the transfer market. And please do subscribe to the channel, press that like button. I'll be back for that West Ham United and Manchester City game. So please do tune in for that watch along. And hopefully we'll get to talk more about United and Eric Ten Hag and the transfer market with Glazers and issue and all that. So